Hello, fellow Flosstubers. It's Patty here with episode 172. Today is October the 18th, 2021. On today's show, I have whips, I have haul, and I have knitting, which is just the washcloths, but I'll show you anyway. So sit back and relax, grab your beverage of choice, water for me, your craft of choice, and let's chat. So, how was everybody's week? Mine was a little hectic for a while, and then it got better. And then we had a birthday party here at the end of the week. So what a nice way to end out the week, right? I think so. On Monday, if you recall, I was really sick. I felt terrible. I was coughing and having a really bad time. Tuesday, I woke up feeling a little bit better, but the hubs and I decided that I probably should go ahead and get tested for COVID because I don't want to take it to the nursing facility that my mother is staying at, and so I went ahead, and on Tuesday I spent 3 hours total waiting to get tested for COVID and leaving. So it was 2.5 hours before I got checked, before I was called back, and I was reading a book, so I read while I was waiting, so it was no big thing, but it was like, really, it's taking this long to have this COVID test done. So they told me it would be 72 hours before I got the test results back, so I wasn't expecting it back before Friday. Thursday night, they contacted me and said, "You're negative." Like, okay, great. So I was negative, and I don't have to worry about it. I went and saw my mom. I went out to my son's house and helped him. I ordered a piece of equipment for my mother, and I contacted them today to find out where the shipping is, if it's shipped yet, and they said it's not going to be shipped until Wednesday, so which is fine. It's going to be shipped from Atlanta to Washington, and then we've got Linden Transport, which is just another transportation company, freight company, and they should be shipping it from there to here. So that's what's going on there. On Sunday we had the littles, and they played, had a really great day. We did have some crying because the big one is taking toys from the little one. So Grandma had to kind of know, you can't do that, and he got a little heartbroken, and he was sad, and then after we cuddled for a little while, he was happy again, so that was great. We had a birthday party for the middle child, which is their dad. His birthday was earlier in the week, so we just waited until Sunday to have the party. And we had ham and tater tots and had a great time. Big brother saw that there was pies, so he bugged us for a long time for pies, and we kept telling him, no, you have to wait. So right before the birthday party, an hour before the birthday party, the littlest man fell asleep. And then a half an hour before the birthday party, Big Brother fell asleep. So when people started arriving, I had Big Brother on my lap, and little man was sleeping in Grandpa's chair, because it took hubby almost an hour, because he was afraid every time he'd go to put him down, he'd start to wake back up again, and it's like, no, don't wake the baby. Don't wake the baby. So baby was finally really dead asleep, so he was able to put him down. So that was so funny, though, because neither one of us could move there for a while. And we had a good time, though. We FaceTimed my mom and FaceTimed my eldest son so that he could join in on the party, and it was good. We really miss him a lot, but he seems to be blossoming and having a really good time in Texas, so we're keeping good thoughts. Anything else? Not really. So, shall we get on with the stitching? I think so. All right, my Mira Monday for the month of October is Halloween Fairy, and this is being stitched on a 32 count mustard color from Witchelt. And I don't know what the name of it is, but that is what I'm calling it. kind of looks like a mustardy color. So here we go. I was able to finish out the pumpkins. I finished all of the back stitching and down there. I moved up here and started doing the sky. So this is the moon here. And then these are just the stars that I have to put beads around. So I'm hoping that I can start beading next week. So here we are. I'm really happy with how she's turning out. So, okay, and then I started spinning the Halloween wheel. And the first one that came up was Cooler Designs Haunted October Nights. I am stitching this on a 32 count vintage country mocha by Zweigart. Get the rest of it down here. And I'm just working on more border. So that's all I worked on. Man, Cooler Designs sure do like their backstitching. I think that's what's going to take the longest on this thing is the backstitching. And then the Mirabelia Feather Fairy, which I said was, this is my Whip Go project, but it's also she's in a costume. Little girl in a feather costume. This is on 28 count Charles Craft tea dyed. Whoop. Stop. Okay, and I worked on this section here. So this goes into the Q-snap. There's stitches in here, but the majority of it is just right here. So that's what I worked on. And she's turning out to be really cute. I'm really liking it. There's a lot of blended threads, though, in this one. So if you don't like blended threads, that's probably not the project for you. And then I worked on Autumn Dreams. This is the, what is this? The Tufted Titmouse and Bittersweet. This is by Cottage Garden Samplings. This is Songbirds number 11. I am stitching this on 36 count Sanguine by Weeks Dye Works. And I filled in that section there, put this in, and I'm starting on going back down. So I still have a lot that I have to fill in over here. There's another, oh yeah, you can kind of see it right there. Another leaf right there. So, yeah. 1/2 seems to really take me longer, but I don't know why. Just, I go slower on it, I guess. And then I debated whether I was really going to work on this. And this one is Sleepy Hollow by Glendon Place. So as you see, Glendon, this has a saying down here at the bottom. Well, I pulled this out and decided I've never really liked the saying. I liked the horse and the pumpkin and the moon and the border, but I haven't really liked the saying down here. So I went ahead and I had started the outline down here. So I tore that all out and I just went ahead and I'm just going to do the border here and then take this all out. So I'll show you what that's going to look like. It took a while to rip all the stitches out, and then I started restitching, so that is where it's at. Now I know that there's going to be some issue at the bottom of the pattern, but I'll just fudge the two bottom, the two piece. There's like a pumpkin down here, and then a pumpkin, oops. Of course, there's a pumpkin over here. So I'll just take a stitch or two out of the krennic that's on the bottom there to make it fit. But I'm really happy with that. This is 32 count Haunted by Picture This Plus. One of my favorite fabrics. fabric colors. Okay. And then lastly, I worked on Fright Night, charted by Gecko Rouge, artwork by Lewis Johnson on 25 count easy guide. I did not stitch on this at all yesterday. I just, after the birthday party, I was just tired with the littles and I just didn't feel like stitching. So I did not stitch. But while I've got the picture here, I am working right here. So I'm almost at the center point. I think the center point's like right about there, going this way. So it's so exciting. Okay, so here we go. This is how much I got done last week. I was getting roughly 300 stitches a night down. So I think that's pretty good. There we are. And that is all that I stitched on last week. Okay, and my knitting washcloths. I've got another one on the go, and I think I'm almost done with this color. So that'll be so happy to get that color done. And then I might go back to the boxed washcloth for a while. I'm really liking the washcloths that only have 4-row repeat, because I don't need to remember anything, so it's nice. All right, purchases. So I should have looked this up better. Maybe it's right. Let me see. Yeah. So I got this from Cecilia Sampler's Needlework Supplies. So, because I was watching Kyle from Stitching and Sound, and he said, and they send is not and it hasn't stopped printing them out. I can't remember the word. So, but here it is. So I picked this up. It is a little bit of an expensive one. If you want to know the price, PM me and I will let you know. But I was really happy to find it. It is on a huge piece of fabric. I have a notification for 1, 2, 3 stitch when the colorway I want to work on is back, because it's almost a yard. It's almost a yard length. Because if you do it on 28 count, it is 58. And if you do it on 32 count, it's 50 3/4 length. I want to do mine on 36 count. So, and they do call for sampler threads or DMC. What I'm going to do is just pull my Victorian Motto samplers. I think that is good, because a couple of them need more than the 8 yards. So my Victorian Motto is big enough to handle it. And there's going to be another change I'm going to do. And I'm going to take the alphabet out. The alphabet, I know it's really hard to see this, but the alphabet is from here. That's all alphabet. So I'm going to just pull that alphabet out and just stick it down. And I will put the saying in, because it's about why it's called in, they send. So there it is. I'm so happy I found it. Very happy. And she's got some really great projects or patterns there. So, plans. I have one more project that I have to work on for Halloween, and that is the Halloween Quaker by Cherished Samplers, I think is what the name of that is. So I will work on that, and then I will just start spinning my wheel again, and if it comes up again in a row, that's fine. I just at least wanted to touch them one time during the month, and then I can just keep going. I, of course, will be working on my Halloween Fairy, and probably one or two more times on Feather Fairy, depending on how I'm feeling. I'm not sure yet. Haven't decided. Have not decided. So, looking around, I really have nothing else to talk to you guys about. I hope that you guys are being safe and you are healthy. I hope that your family is safe and healthy. your friends are safe and healthy. And I hope that whatever you craft it to your heart's content. And I will see you next time. Bye, guys.